Happy Saturday night. Halftime for all of us Alabama fans. I'm going to go ahead and get my ketones mixed up before we get going so I can drink them while we're doing it. I'm having heart-to-heart tonight. Puts me into ketosis within an hour. Helps me sleep better, burn fat while I'm sleeping, and all that great stuff. Anyway, so all I do is dump it in this water, shake it up, and drink. Couldn't be any simpler. How's everybody doing tonight? Great, I hope. We're going to talk a little bit about toxic family tonight. All right. So if you're not on my live, because I've got my stories going too, you might want to jump over there. All right. So first of all, if you're watching live, drop a 1 in the comments. If you're watching the replay, say hi. Let me know where you're from. Love to know. Hey, girl, I can see my comments now. Yes. Okay. I'm feeling good about that. I'd be able to see it a little better if I could put my glasses on because, ring light, I can't. But whatever. Sorry, y'all. So good. And I was really thirsty. So I have a friend who had reached out recently about something that she was going through and who was dealing with her family. And it really made me think about it. How many of us have really had family members that were just completely toxic and hurtful to us? Drop me in the comments. I think in the past, I know for a fact that I have let people stay in my life longer than they should have because of their connection to me, whether it be family, a marriage license, children. I've done it, okay? But one thing that I learned through all that is that the pain repeats itself. The toxic behaviors repeat themselves. You can't help somebody else heal, okay? I've had people reach out to me since I've been doing this on social media and talking about my journey in an abusive relationship in healing and tell me, oh, well, I feel responsible for helping this person heal, my abuser heal. It's not your responsibility. You can point them in the right direction, but you should never have to jeopardize your peace and well-being for somebody else's peace and well-being. Because in most cases, an abuser or somebody who's toxic, they don't have any peace or well-being. They lost it somewhere along the way, and I'm here to tell you, they don't give a crap. If it comes down to choosing between you or them, they're going to choose them every single time. Problem is when you're somebody like me, and you can let me know in the comments if this is you, who, when you love unconditionally. But for toxic people, that's not the case. They're not loving you unconditionally. There's always a condition of some kind. You've got to do this for me. You've got to do that for me. You've got to have this amount of loyalty for me. You've got to push your family away, the healthy people, so that I'm your only priority. You've got to choose to live in this chaos instead, and that's not okay. I wonder what's going on here with the all viewers can participate. Okay, sorry guys, I was just trying to figure out how. Narcissistic, yes, that's the word. And I think right now a lot of people probably don't take that word seriously enough because they feel like it's being thrown around a lot, but there's a lot of them out there. There really truly are. I mean, my ex made my kids choose. It was either me or him. And in the beginning, he twisted their minds and he did a bunch of things. And I lost a lot of time with my girls, and they lost a lot of time with their brother, and it really changed the whole dynamics of their relationship. But eventually, guess what they saw? That's not love. That's not how you love your children. That's not how you um, treat somebody that you love unconditionally. You don't put conditions on somebody that you truly love. And there are so many family members, oh, you don't have the job that I think you should have, so I'm cutting you off. You don't drop everything and come babysit my kids while I go party and get high, so I'm cutting you off. Okay? No, they're not worth your time. They're not worth your time. But I will tell you this, when you get fed up and you do cut those people off, they're absolutely going to make you feel like that it was your fault, that they didn't do anything to drive you to that decision. And they're also going to make you feel less than and like you're making a big mistake. And those feelings are all completely normal. Okay? They're completely normal. If you find yourself in a situation like that and you need somebody to bounce it off of and say, am I okay? Feel free to message me. I'm not a doctor. I don't have a psychology degree, but I damn sure have lived through a lot of it. Okay. And I've had, family members that have used my siblings and I just to try to get things that were rightfully ours. They pretended like they cared about us. Why? Because they wanted what little bit of inheritance that we were supposed to get and never did, so that they could twist it around and put it in their names instead. I'm sorry, but did you ever really love my mother? Just wondering. I get she did some things. Probably pissed you off, but I don't know. So, I mean, there are a lot of people in the world who will pretend that your relationship is something that it's not, simply to get what they want from you. Selfish people. Absolutely selfish people. Yes, family trying to play games. Absolutely. Like, if you want something, excuse me, y'all. If you want something, go freaking work for it and go get it. Or hell, just ask me. Because my husband and I are probably two of the most giving people in the world. We have bought people groceries, we have helped people move, we have done all kinds of things for lots of people. Probably 50% of those people are still in our lives and are appreciative of it. I can't control that, but I don't have to continue to allow myself to be hurt by it. I don't. And when I get to the point where I'm done, because this girl will protect her peace at all costs. But the thing about it is it's hard when you have such a giving heart. You really, truly, when you're giving for these people, even emotion or whatever, you really, truly feel it. And sometimes the ones that take the most advantage of us are the ones that are the closest. And when you cut those people off and you get tired of being used by them, they get really angry. Same, but not sure I have 50% still around. Girl, I was stretching it probably, honestly. And see, and making new friends. Absolutely. And the thing about it is they will get pissed. They will get pissed. It'll somehow be your fault. They're going to twist it around. They don't give a crap about you. Shed your tears. And it's okay to do it. It's okay to shed those tears. All right? Hell, sometimes when I'm feeling perfectly fine, I just feel like I need a good cry. I don't know if men do that. If there's a man watching, let me know. Do men do that too? But I know for dang sure that other women do. Where are my women at who like to just have a good cry every once in a while? And then I feel weak for doing it, but I know damn well I just needed it. Hey, Whitney. So, but the thing is, you can do it. You can go have the cry. Go have the moment to feel all of the loss, because that's what it is. It's a grieving process. And I think a lot of times we think that we're supposed to be able to just cut it off just about every Saturday morning. It's healthy, Tasha. It is. I think that we think we're supposed to be able to just cut it off because it feels like that's what they did to us. They don't have the same emotions invested in us that we do in them. We have to go through the grieving process. We have to figure out how to move past that. We have to figure out how to stop doing the things that we did out of habit. Like, say every morning you called this person on your way to take your kids to school and had conversation with them. Those are the times that it's going to feel the hardest. I just got goosebumps, y'all. I don't know why, but I did. Those are the times that it's going to feel the hardest. Listen, even with my ex-husband, when he cheated and he decided he was going, I was relieved. And but there were still moments that I struggled during the separation process, because I'd spent 20 plus years connected to this person, and I was used to picking up the phone to call for the most mundane things. Oh, I'm glad. and I would just pick, but I didn't. You don't realize how much you actually do talk to somebody until you're trying not to, or until they're no longer available. Same thing with my mom passed away. I picked up the phone one day to call her. Y'all, I still remember what it was about. I was going to call her and ask her at what age did my foot start growing, my feet. Like, when did I get to whatever adult size my feet were, and when did it quit growing? I don't know why I needed to know that. My kids were still pretty young. I don't think they were anywhere close to reaching that. But I literally picked up the phone to call her and realized I could not. Of course, I proceeded to have a nervous breakdown in the middle of traffic, but it is what it is. That was a different situation. But my mom and I had an up and down relationship because she was an addict. And as a child of an addict, I had a hard time wrapping my mind around the fact that it wasn't a choice that she was choosing over me. So I didn't realize that it was going to hurt as much as it did when she was gone. Now, I don't mean to compare that to toxic, because I guess it was kind of toxic. But now that I think about it, it probably was, our relationship with each other probably was a bit off, because I thought I was the mother and that I was supposed to tell her what to do. But that's neither here nor there. But my point is, there are times when it's going to hurt more. And there are times when everything is going to feel okay. But I promise you, when you go through the pain, you get to the part where there's strength. I'm going to say that again. When you go through the pain, you will get to the part where you gain more strength. And it won't be the strength you expect. You'll just be sitting there one day and realize, I'm okay. And then something will happen in your life, and the way you react to it is where that strength will pop out, and you will be like, There went the goosebumps again, y'all. I don't know. I'm giving it out tonight. Okay. Woo, yeah. Sorry. But that's the moment when it'll click and you'll realize what you gained from it. Just hold in there until you get to the point where you're okay. And surround yourself with people that are supportive of you in every aspect of your life, who pick you up when you fall down instead of standing there and staring at you with their foot on your hand going, why don't you reach up for some help? Don't surround yourself with those people. Work on getting those people out of your life. Wean them out before they have a chance to push you to the point where you can't take it anymore. And you know who it is. You all know who it is. You know who the people are in your life who are teetering on the edge of get the hell on. Okay? Go ahead and just migrate yourself out of their life before it gets to that point. And if you don't, it's okay. When you do, you're going to be all right. It's going to hurt, but you're going to be okay. You are going to be okay, and you're going to be strong. And absolutely, Whitney, absolutely. So, guys, that's it for tonight. That's all I got to give. So, just know that you always have somebody that you can come to and talk to. I'll answer all my messages. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get to them. Feel free. Okay. I have lots of people reach out to me about different things. I love to interact with everybody. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on here doing this. But I also hate to see people hurt. And if it's something that I have been through and can offer some sort of help or a shoulder, I absolutely will. So everybody have a great night. Lots of love to you all. See you next time.